Hey everyone, what's up? Today is December 31st, 2009. This is Confessions 38. This will be my last confessions for 2009 and New Year coming up. So I thought I'd do, I guess, maybe a quick recap on what's all happened since I started this all up and where I'm at now. Where the organization is at now. Yeah, I don't have anything prepared, no speech or anything. I'm just gonna wing this as I go. So we'll see how this turns out. So let's see here. June 2009, I got some pretty bad news. You all remember that. I got a biopsy, just a random biopsy done, and the results back from that. Of course, as you all know, I had relapsed, and it was a total surprise to me and all my doctors and my family. And the difference this time around was that there was no cure for my condition, and they were just going to try to, they still are. I mean, we're just, I guess, buying time right now. I know that sounds kind of, what's the word? Pessimistic, but it's really not. It's realistic. And I don't want to, get too negative on the topic, but I guess I've just come to accept that fact, and if that were to happen, then it happens. It's part of life. So I'm just going to keep on living life as strong as I can, as hard as I can, and doing what I do for for life, the organization, I guess the rest of the world, for anyone who's watching. I don't know. So after I was diagnosed, I found out I wasn't going to get another stem cell transplant. They were just going to hit me with, well, they did. They hit me with chemotherapy. The highest dose chemotherapy they can give you pretty much for any type of leukemia. And after I received that round of chemotherapy, they discovered that it didn't do anything to the number of cells, the cell count of the leukemia cell count in my bone marrow and blood. That was really depressing because that was like 4 weeks in the hospital, 4 or 5 weeks or something like that, and it really took everything out of my system, and all I was praying for was remission, and it was just the complete opposite of that. So they started tinkering around with some ideas, flirting with drugs that they've used on older patients and stuff before. Came up with this concoction that they don't use for people my age and situation. It was totally new, and quite miraculously, I guess I went into remission, I'll say. I still really haven't gotten a yes or no from the doctors that I am in remission. They won't say the word. I guess mainly because it's not so much of a matter of if it comes back, but like when it comes back. So I guess that's why they're not using the word remission. So for the time being, what they did after they got me into, we'll call it remission, was they gave me DLI from my sister. She was my last donor. It was basically just a bunch of fresh white blood cells from her system to kind of boost the stem cell transplant that she had given me, just when I went through my second stem cell transplant, April of 2008. That I'm still here. Cancer, it's not coming up in the test, so I guess we'll say it worked. I mean, maybe not the DLI work from Lindsay, but definitely the new chemo concoction that they came up with worked. So I think that's probably the main reason why I'm here right now. Not so much the DLI. The DLI didn't have the effect that it was supposed to have. So what they're going to do in the upcoming weeks here is another round of DLI, except we're talking 5 times the amount of cells that they gave me from her last time. So a lot more white blood cells. They want what's called graft versus host disease to occur. It also creates this graft versus leukemia effect, where the white blood cells will not only attack my system, my body, but they'll also attack the leukemia, and that's the whole kind of idea behind it. But as you all know, graft versus host disease in itself is fatal in X amount of patients and stuff. So I mean, it's a double-edged sword. But you know, I ride the waves all the time, and I'm always walking on a tightrope. So it's, you know, it's fun. I'm optimistic about all that. I've said before, I'm, you know, pessimistic as far as like what does or is or isn't going to happen, but very optimistic in how I feel like I can tackle it. So we'll just move on ahead, and I'll keep you all updated with as far as my treatment goes and so forth. So that's, I guess, my health for the last 6 or 7 months or whatever. Moving along, I just wanted to mention Life, the nonprofit org. We've now got registered with the federal government, completely tax-free nonprofit organization. 100% of every single penny that we raise is going to go directly towards something of, I guess, of my choosing. And this is we're talking, maybe it's another 25-year-old that's my age going through some really terrible stuff, and I can totally relate to his situation, and he doesn't have the resources to maybe go skydiving or do this or do that, and you know, I'm going to help him do that. I'm going to help her do that. 50 years old, 20 years old, 10 years old, I don't know. I'm going to make some sort of difference in that, and in someone's life, hopefully many people's lives. Secondly, cancer research. We've been donating to cancer research since 2003, amassing a total of, I don't know, somewhere, it's over $70,000 now since '03. I don't have all the, you know, I couldn't pull up the exact digits for you, who it all exactly came. It takes some digging, but that's a rough guesstimate. So that's incredible. I mean, for little old me to, you know, and my brother and our family and all of you out there who are watching and following along, thank you all from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me and the org and for life in itself and what you all mean to me and everything. It's been great. I don't want to get too narrowed down because I'm sure I'm already running out of time here, but that's it for 2009. Looking forward to 2010. Just a few quick thanks. I want to thank Lindsay Drager and her kindergarten class for that. I don't know, there's other videos on YouTube, you guys can watch it. I'd like to thank Larry Heisel for being Larry. Thank you all. So that's it. A couple more hours here and it'll be 2010, whatever you want to call it. And I'll stay tuned. I'll keep in touch. Love you all. Have a good night. Drive safe. Peace.